You're listening to The Wolf Condition. I'm Asana. Last time we talked about perception, how some people think they're guarded when they're actually transparent in ways they don't realize. And today I want to expand on that because there's a simpler truth I've seen over and over again, and it's that people don't really confess about what they do, but they'll leak, and they'll leak in how they talk, how they change their story, how they'll stiffen or smooth out their tone. It's never anything really dramatic that gives somebody away because most people are avoidant. And it's the tiny things that they don't even know they're doing. Like if someone answers a little too fast, it seems a little practiced, right? It doesn't seem like it came from memory. Or if somebody says, I don't recall, as somebody that remembers doesn't use words like recall. And when they answer too slowly, trying to choose the safest version of the truth is what it seems to be, right? They don't want to hurt your feelings or they're trying to hide something, but either way, we can handle it and we feel disrespected that people are trying to take away our agency of the truth that we deserve to hear. Or when someone suddenly becomes overly charming, overly agreeable, overly eager to seem positive, and just the other day we're like, I don't do anything that's out of the scope of my job description. And guilt is strangely polite. And here's something you learn after a life of enough people. Honest people remember, and dishonest people perform. They use any environment they're in like a theater. You don't need training for that. You just need to actually just watch people as they're doing this. And this is where I want to talk about intimidation because a lot of people confuse confidence with pressure. They think the loudest person is the strongest. They think the most aggressive person is the most certain. They think the one taking up space is the one in control. But when you know how to read people, you realize something refreshing. The person trying to intimidate you is almost always the nervous one. Calm people don't need theatrics and they're not acting like they need to be something they're not. Secure people don't need volume. People who have nothing to hide don't need to overpower the room. That's why the moment you stop reacting to somebody's posture and start observing their patterns, you stop being intimidated altogether. And you'll see this everywhere in arguments, friendships, dating, family dynamics, strangers. Sometimes someone will talk over you, they'll try to rush you or try to dominate a moment, and you know it's not power. You can see that it's the fear that they have wearing a costume. And the second you start to see it like that, it loses its effect immediately. So instead of matching their energy, go quiet. You let the silence do the work, and you can watch the story take place itself. You don't have to change the story in any way. People don't realize how much they reveal when you're not scrambling to fill that space up for them. If there's one thing that I'd like you to take away from this, it would be that calm is not a weakness. Your ability to observe is not a weakness. And your awareness is the one thing that flips any power imbalance back into your own hands. You don't have to out-talk